Welcome to the world of magic wonders.
The Treehouse Blue Witch. At the edge of the village stood an ancient banyan tree, silent, yet watching. Hiding something deep, 4 children whispered tales by the path. One boy said softly, "She calls your name. If you answer, you're gone." That night, little Reedy heard her name from the window. A whisper floated in, "Reedy." By morning, her bed was cold. Her brother Arav knew exactly where she had gone. An old woman from the village held Arav's arm and warned, "Don't go near that tree. It survives on sorrow and lives through it." Arav picked up Reedy's doll and a page from an old book of mantras. The journey had begun. The path twisted like a serpent, and the banyan grew taller with every step. Inside the treehouse, Reedy sat smiling, but her eyes were hollow. Arav climbed. The rope ladder creaked, carrying the weight of fear and hope. Then she appeared. Blue skin, eyes full of sorrow. She said, "You look just like my son." The wooden door slammed shut. The witch whispered, "You're safe here. Forever." The floor cracked open. Blue flames spiraled upward, and the whispers rose. Shadows crept across the walls, the limbs of children who never returned. Arav opened the mantra page, hands trembling. "Om Shanti, Mukti Swaha," the witch screamed, not in pain, but in heartbreak. "Stop! You'll ruin everything." Reedy's doll slipped from Arav's bag, landing gently at her feet. Tears welled up in her eyes. For the first time, she remembered being a mother. "This belonged to my son." Arav stretched his hand out. "He's gone. You can let go now." Reedy stirred, her eyes clearing. "Haya." The witch stepped back. "Thank you for remembering me." The door creaked open on its own, as if the trap had broken. Step by step, the siblings climbed down, tired but free. The forest watched silently, as if it understood everything. As they entered the village, lamps flickered. Like a breath of relief, their parents hugged them tightly. No words were needed. Arav tied the journal shut with red thread, a memory, sealed but never forgotten. The village elder returned quietly. "She's at peace now, but the forest remembers." By morning, the banyan stood silent, as if it had never known grief. Reedy drew a picture of the blue woman, with a smile that wasn't wicked, just empty. That night, a whisper brushed Arav's ears. "Thank you." 3 days later, a new boy chased his ball right up to the tree. There was no breeze, but a voice called out, "Come play." Someone else was watching. "Arav," he shouted, "don't go near that tree." The spell broke. The boy turned and ran, but the bark of the tree glowed faintly, like something still lingered. That night, the elders gathered, with fear, memories, and doubts. The old woman unrolled a map. "That tree is older than this village." Reedy, in her room, heard the voice again. "Reedy, my little one." But this time, she didn't respond. She shut the window. Quietly, Arav reopened the journal and discovered a page he had missed before. It was the last ritual, one that could truly set her free. Few years ago, Chandra performed the ritual alone, trying to bring her son back. But the spirit that came wasn't her son. It was something older and hungrier. Her screams were swallowed by the tree, and she disappeared within it. She became its voice, a spirit soaked in a mother's sorrow. Arav closed the journal. This wasn't a haunting. It was a prison. He told Rid everything: the tree, the spirit, the unfinished ritual. Together they decided, this must end before another child is taken. This time, they didn't run from it. They walked toward it to finish it. The forest tried to resist them. Branches blocked their way. Winds howled, but they kept going. The banyan stood taller than ever, like it had been waiting. They climbed together. Every step a promise. They climbed together. Every step a promise. The witch returned. You came again. Arav began the final chant. Set her free. Bring peace. The treehouse cracked. Winds howled. Blue flames danced in the air. Finally seen. Chandra hugging her son under the tree. Before it all turned dark, she smiled. Not as a witch, but as a mother. Thank you for seeing me. And then, silence. The treehouse was just wood and memory. They descended at dawn, not as victims, but as the last witnesses. The village waited, breath held. Their parents held them again, afraid to ever let go. The tree now stood quiet, an ancient witness, no longer cursed. That night, Riddhi slept peacefully. No voices, just dreams. But Arav stayed awake, just in case. The elder placed a diya at the base of the tree and whispered a name. A new sign stood there now, not a warning, but a tribute. Chandra, the forgotten mother. Riddhi drew one last picture, not of fear, but of farewell. Arav placed it at the roots, where the darkness once lived. A soft wind lifted the drawing, and it disappeared into the leaves. The treehouse rotted gently, like a memory returning to the earth. New children walked past the tree, laughing, unafraid. From the rooftop, Arav and Riddhi smiled. They had brought peace, and the tree still stands, but it no longer calls. It simply remembers and rests.
For more such videos, please visit our channel Magic Wonders. To learn more, visit our website at www.magicwonders.fun.